1, 2, 3, 4, 1.
Big fishing ain't far.
Get in there, boat.
Get your cab and get your car.
As you can see, there's bait fish all along.
Big fish in a span.
Let it try, let it try.
Got your limit, what the heck?
Sam, 2 keepers.
Hope daily life feed.
Summertime in New Orleans means speckled trout.
Big fishing ain't far.
Don't you love fishing with friends?
Kiss the lid.
Big Fish TV is up and running thanks to great sponsors like Ray Brandt Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Puglia Sporting Goods, Cajun Outboards, Neal Record Insurance, the Clayton Frugier Law Firm, Penn Fishing, Berkeley, Abu Garcia, and Spiderwire, Ultimate Braid Fishing Line.
At Ray Brandt Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram on the West Bank, we got minor hail damage with major savings. All of our inventory is getting repaired right now by the Painless Dent guys. Come save thousands, plus fresh units are arriving daily. Only at Ray Brandt Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram on the West Bank or online at raybrandtdodge.com.
Welcome to the Big Fish. I'm Captain C.T. Williams.
And I'm Captain Sam Barbera.
Sam, we got a great show today. Now,
yeah, we do.
You told me the causeway was on, the trout are biting at the causeway?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
I have never tried a ballyhoo at the causeway, but I may after today.
You know, looks like it'd work, but obviously with an 8,500 Penn Conquer and a ballyhoo with a broken jaw, we're not inshore fishing today, are we?
Right, not at all.
I guess there's another big tip that we're not fishing inshore today.
We're both extremely dirty.
We've got Wahoo
Fishy,
goo.
not dirty, but fishy.
Wahoo goo everywhere. Fishing with Captain Tommy Pellegrin, Custom Charters. Where are we, Sam?
About 50 miles south of Cocodrie.
And we're still here, as you can see.
We're still here. We went, we've had an incredible day with multiple species. We caught wahoo, which is what we came for. We caught yellow eye snapper, which are also called silk snapper.
Silks, that's right.
We caught red porgy. Porgy.
Very delicious fish.
And I caught an Almaco jack. And what was the other fish? 2
tilefish.
Tilefish.
And let me tell you something.
And a remora.
And a remora. And if you don't know what a tilefish is, and a whole bunch of other fish, but if you don't know what a tilefish is, when the captain says to you, oh, throw that in a bucket, I need it as cat food, what he's saying is, I want to take that fish home.
That's right.
Because it's so good to eat. A really tasty fish, but very unique, very odd in a lot of ways.
He says it tastes like lobster.
Exactly. It's a beautiful fish. But before we take everybody fishing, we got a couple other things, one to sort of tease, and then we got to get to business.
Sure. First, we got to go see Joe Macaluso with the news, and then we got to go down to Bienville Street to see Tinny Flynn over at GW Fins.
GW Fins. But let's go back to the camp and see what Joe Mac has for this week's top stories.
By the time most of you guys see this, you're going to have the offshore permit. Very important that you go on the Department of Wildlife and Fisheries website and get that permit. No fee, but it's going to help the Wildlife and Fisheries put forth their plan to manage the offshore species in Louisiana. You must have it if you catch red snapper, any of the reef fish really, tuna, any of the billfish, so you got to get it. Another thing too is that snapper season that starts March 23rd, you're going to have to be able to understand the difference between where the state waters are, where the new state waters are, 3 miles to 10.357 miles. It's going to be critical. We're going to have a lot of information coming out on the next couple of weeks, but that's the big news. Turkey season starts too, so you guys get those turkey permits. You're going to need those before you take your turkeys from the field.
You can make a short day inshore fishing and still catch well. Offshore, that's a different story, especially if you're headed deep into the blue water south of Cocodrie. Leaving early is important. For Captain Tommy Pellegrin of Custom Charters, it's essential. 4 a.m. essential. Instead of making a long drive to Cocodrie in the morning, we came in the night before and stayed in a hotel room at Boudreaux's Marina. Andre Boudreaux runs a first-class operation with a variety of rooms for up to 5 guests. His marina is a full-service place with a back-down launch, store, restaurant, and bar. The upstairs level offers an incredible view of the marsh and coastal waters. The facility offered us a great night's sleep for our early start. Our trip was a straight run out, about 70 miles off of the coast. There's several banks out here just on the edge of the continental shelf. When we got over the Ewing Bank and started rigging for Wahoo.
Wahoo eat ballyhoo for breakfast. Sam eats Pop-Tarts.
With our bait spread out, we pulled for almost an hour without a bite.
Ready for action.
Then, all at once, the fish slammed the bait.
2, 3, spinning, Marie fish on, 3, shit.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, go reel.
Chad and his son William took the first ride, Al the second, and I the third. When multiple fish hit a trolling spread like this, getting all three into the boat is unlikely.
You know, just when you think nothing's going on, we have 3 lines go down. Not 1, not 2, but 3.
We'll finish this fight right after this big fish break.
He's almost here. Come on, reel. Reel.
Want wholesale boat prices in the retail market? Cajun Outboards is the place for you. Scotty and Mike are back, and you know what that means. They won't be undersold. Skeeter, Shearwater, Blazer, Bay and Bass boats, Yamaha, and Mercury. Come to Cajun Outboards on Highway 1 in Addis, or visit CajunOutboards.com under old management. Call now for a quote, 225-749-5001.
Fishing. It's where good stories come from. It's about good times and family and friends. It's about taking a couple home for dinner tonight and saving a few for tomorrow. It's all about that and so much more. To CCA, fishing is about enjoying today and making sure tomorrow is even better. To us, fishing comes with a responsibility for the resources we enjoy so much. If fishing means all that to you, then you belong with CCA.
The Penn Conquer is the most technologically advanced spinning reel built.
Good thing this drag makes noise. You wouldn't even know it's going out.
Smooth HT100 drag under the heaviest loads.
I am amazed how smooth that drag is.
Patented one-piece machine gearbox. One-of-a-kind easy access system for a lifetime of painless maintenance.
What a home run.
Penn, legendary performance.
We're a nation of hardworking Americans, and businesses will always be the lifeline of this great country. As a business owner, you understand the importance of your reputation. In times of uncertainty, you need a real lawyer who's serious about protecting you and your business. You need a problem solver. You need the law firm of Clayton and Fouger. Tony Clayton is a proven trial lawyer. He'll defend you and your business to the fullest extent of the law. Protect your investment and call the law firm of Clayton and Fouger today.
You know, just when you think nothing's going on, we have 3 lines go down. Not 1, not 2, but 3.
We're trolling 70 miles south of Cocodrie with 3 solid Wahoo on the line. The day was starting to shape up nicely.
Keep him down. Keep him down.
Watch yourself.
Watch out. He's coming. All right, 1 down, 2 to go.
All right, I got another one real close here.
Take it out. High five, my brother. All right.
Nice fish, Will. How are you, CT? Where you at?
I'm waiting till the second one comes in. You go next.
All right, here he comes.
Nice fish.
That's a good fish.
What are you waiting on, CT? Well, one, I was waiting on two Wahoo to get in the boat. Also, I got this little miniature reel here. So the Wahoo's winning. On the side, parallel with the boat, deep. Got color, good fish. Coming up with him, here we go. Holy cow, this is barracuda. Yeah, buddy. Heads up, heads up. Come on. You can't keep a big man.
What is it about you and Big Wahoo on this boat?
Look at this, look at this reel too.
Wow.
Damn, nice.
3 for 3, not bad. We took the mandatory photos and reloaded for some more. Dickie and Steve were up next and didn't have to wait long for their turn. After a short dance to untwist some lines, the fight was on.
That's right, Steve under, Dickie over.
Alright.
Steve's closer, Steve's probably gonna be the next one.
Okay.
Dickie's got the ultralight. Just take your time. Take your time. Oh, I saw you get that fish slack. I'll beat you.
Sam, I need your help, bro.
Yeah, this had the
Sam, I need to hand the rod off.
Yeah, we got color. Come on, Owen. coming in. Wahoo! How much more line you got, Sam?
He's coming.
I got a good bit. I don't have leader yet.
Hey,
right here. He's under the boat.
Bend over, Sam.
Sam's just got to go down with the rod.
Yep,
I'm trying.
He's good. He's good. He's good.
I'm trying.
Sam's got it. Nice hoop. Yeah. Doesn't want to stick.
Third time was a charm.
Yes, so.
Comments?
Hell of a job. Another job well done by competent people.
We left at 4 a.m. and we're catching fish early. That's 5 for 5. That's a pretty good record anytime you're trolling for fish like that. You can't beat that. Let's hope we can continue that little streak going and put a few more in the box. Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take a big fish break right now. 2 minutes of your time and we'll see you on the other side. Woo!
It's Truck Monday at Ray Brandt Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram on the West Bank, and we'll trade for anything. Cars, trucks, SUVs, ATVs, boats, campers, you name it, we'll trade it. Only at Ray Brandt Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram on the West Bank or online at RayBrandtDodge.com.
Pugliese Sporting Goods and Metairie is your one-stop shop for anything you need for inshore, offshore, duck hunting, and deer hunting with rifle or bow. Pugliese is loaded with your favorite rods and reels from Shimano, Penn, Abu Garcia, and Daiwa, as well as the lures that catch the big ones in South Louisiana. Can't find what you want? Pugliese will order it today and you'll have it tomorrow. Pugliese has all the best lines of bows with a tuning station and bow tuner on staff. And you know Pugliese has the greatest selection of guns in the area with experts on hand to answer all your questions. Stop in today. Pugliese is at 1925 Veterans in Metairie and has been since 1968.
New Orleans' first dry stack boat storage facility, Seabrook Harbor, can accommodate 200 boats up to 40 feet long. We are located at the Industrial Canal, less than 1 mile from Lake Pontchartrain and the Seabrook Bridge. Our full-service facilities feature a fuel dock with gas and diesel, a ship store with snacks, tackle, and more, and Seabrook Harbor sells live shrimp in season. Additional amenities include a fish cleaning station and showers. Seabrook Harbor, New Orleans' premier dry stack boat storage facility, where we do more than just store.
Hey y'all, Sam Barbera here to tell you about Moran's Marina at the Fouchon. Chris and his crew really have it all. A 24-hour deli and store with dock and roadside fuel. A first-string restaurant and bar. Waterfront hotel with wet slips. Plus, all of the premium tackle you need. And live bait.
Hey, Captain Chris Moran, Moran's Marina, with the catch of the day.
Come down to Moran's Marina to hang out, if nothing else.
It's a fact. All roads lead to Moran's.
During a huge hail sale going on right now at Ray Brandt Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram on the West Bank, we'll trade for anything. Plus, if your vehicle was damaged during the recent hailstorm, we'll help you through the insurance process. Only at Ray Brandt Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram on the West Bank or online at RayBrandtDodge.com.
Where we are is very cool. This is a place very similar to the Midnight Lump, only a lot further south. It's on the edge of the continental shelf, just like the Sackett's Bank or Midnight Lump is, but it's a little further south. You can find it on the map. It's not impossible to find. But the real trick to the guides and people like Captain Tommy Pellegrin is they fished it so much, they actually have tight locations of where specific species of fish are. We came to this very spot in order to catch silk snapper, a yellow eye snapper, and ended up catching a bunch of red porgy, which was fine because it's a great eating fish. So it's not an impossible place to find. If you go offshore, I'd imagine you just get a charter captain to show you first before you take your own boat. But you know, that's the great thing about fishing offshore. You never know what you're going to catch. You really never know what to expect, but it's always a lot of fun.
Oh no! Wahoo! That's it. Wahoo! I talked him into giving up.
Everybody jumping back there. Everybody kind of.
That was 6 for 6, Wahoo, a perfect landing record. We made the call to target a few bottom fish before calling it a day. Captain Tommy hit his super secret bottom fish reef.
Another one.
Little red porgy. Good eating little fish. This is actually a good size if I could hold on to the dang thing.
So what holds a snapper here?
I told him.
You told him?
Yeah. Now see where everybody else is fishing?
Yeah.
I didn't want to be in the middle of them. I wanted to be over here. So you just got to tell the fish, don't be over there because everybody will know your spot. So you come over here and then you can catch fish over here where nobody's watching.
Look at the teeth in that little rascal, would you? Wow. They're all pointing backwards.
How you do that?
Go ahead and out here to catch him on middle for him.
Another tile fish. Bring him in, bring him in. Good fish.
We're the tile fish king, bro.
Sucker fish.
You don't see every day.
I've caught one of those at the lump before.
It's got a big lower jaw. And when it's stuck to a fish, that lower jaw just gets all the scraps that the big fish, the predator fish, eats. And so it's just a parasite eater. It just eats the scraps of the other fish and it also gets a free ride. Pretty lazy, no good son of a gun right there. Not much for eating. See if you'll stick, huh? You get a bite? There you go. There you go.
He's a itty bitty.
It's a baby.
But we can make a sandwich.
One nice little fish. It's a lot of reeling to crank that little sucker up.
Every time we go, we seem to do very well, and you know, I know a large part of that is due to your phenomenal captain skills, your expertise. But there's something about this area. Talk about where we're fishing and why it seems to be so productive.
Well, we're fishing a little bit to the west, southwest of central Louisiana, the Ship Shoal area, and basically it has very little pressure. I mean, it was actually a very busy day out here. There was 5 boats. Most of the time we see no one. And you know, the more you go towards the river and Grand Isle, Fouchon area, more boats. And it's just a more common area to go if you're going to offshore fish in Louisiana. So, you know, out of Cocodrie, it's just not a busy place, so you have a lot more fish.
I hope this isn't a red snapper. Kind of what it feels like. And it is.
Almaco.
Almaco jack.
Not a species.
Wow.
Not a species. This way.
Wow.
This way, son. All right. Don't even think. Don't even blink.
Nice. I think the shark's got him.
That's a good one there now.
That's a nice fish. Hey, speaking of multiple species of fish, let's go see what Chef Tinny's got cooking at GW Fins.
All right, today we're going to do one of our most popular dishes, braised Chilean sea bass. And like a lot of our dishes, it has very few components. We got the fish, we got a little sesame oil, a little spinach, and a little hot and sour stock. This is a shrimp stock that's seasoned with rice vinegar and a little bit of chili paste. And the first thing I'm going to do is get the fish on the fire. This particular fish, we are not going to put any pepper on because the red pepper in the stock is flavorful enough. I'm going to start it off in a pretty hot pan, getting a nice little color on it. And while that's coloring up, we're going to start our spinach. Very small amount of butter in the pan, just a little bit. Okay, that pan's been preheated as well. And this is washed stemless spinach. A little bit of salt in that. I'm not going to add the sesame oil to the end. You don't want to saute in sesame oil, it's too strong. We're just going to put a little bit in for flavor. Get a good handful of spinach because it shrinks down quite a bit.
With spinach and sea bass in the pan, we'll take a short break.
Oh, that's the way I like it.
Nothing's better than boiled seafood, spiced just right.
Oh, yeah.
And Louisiana Fish Fry Products makes it easy to boil right every time.
Can't get enough.
Grab a bag. There's nothing to mix. Just pour and boil.
Oh, now you're cooking.
Crawfish, crab, or shrimp. With Louisiana Fish Fry Products, you got boiling down easy.
Oh, that's the way I like it. Ow.
Introducing the new Work Sharp Knife and Tool Sharpener. The revolutionary power sharpener built specifically for you, the outdoorsman. Sharpening every knife you own has never been so easy. When you prepare your knives with WorkSharp, you know you're ready for action. Precision, easy-to-use guides deliver the perfect angle for razor-sharp knives. Fast, effective, repeatable, every single time. Flexible, quick-changing abrasive belts were strategically engineered to sharpen cool. In seconds, you'll grind, sharpen, and hone all with one tool. Spend more time in the field where you belong. Get the most out of all your hunting and fishing gear by adding the WorkSharp knife and tool sharpener to your arsenal.
During a huge hail sale going on right now at Ray Brandt Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram on the West Bank, we'll trade for anything. Plus, if your vehicle was damaged during the recent hailstorm, we'll help you through the insurance process. Only at Ray Brandt Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram on the West Bank or online at RayBrandtDodge.com.
It's new. It's fresh. It's aromatic rice. It's music for your mouth. It's Jasmine brand aromatic rice. Available now at your neighborhood grocer.
Chef Tenny has Chilean sea bass on the stove, and he's close to serving it up.
After we've got a nice color on one side of the fish, turn it over. Leave the heat on pretty high, and then I'm going to add about 1.5 cups of our stock here. I'm going to add that pretty carefully because, as you can see, the pan is mighty hot. Okay, braising just refers to dry and wet heat. The dry part was the sauteed part, and the wet part is obviously the stock. And that's going to need to cook for about 5 or 6 minutes, and I'm going to put a lid on it. Our spinach is ready at this point. You can see how it's shrunk down quite a bit, and to that I'm going to add about 3 drops of sesame oil. Bear in mind that it's very highly seasoned. It's a great flavor together with that hot and sour stock. Sea bass is not a local fish here. We fly that in from South Florida, and it's caught fresh in Chile. It's actually one of the hardest fish to get fresh that we serve here, but it's worth it. Okay, now we're done. It wants to be a little bit of give left. Got our sauteed spinach. Going to go right in the bottom of a nice big pasta bowl with that. Carefully place our fish on top, and then pour that nice broth all the way around. It's a simple dish, but it's fabulous.
GW Finn's restaurant has dinner items so fresh, they print a new menu daily. Call for reservations and tell them CT said to give you the best seat in the house. You can also find this recipe on our website, BigFishFinder.net.
Bass fishing in Louisiana, especially in South Louisiana, often gets overlooked by some of the offshore fishing we do. The coastal action on speckled trout, redfish, flounder, all of that. But bass fishing is big in Louisiana. We don't have to go back too far to find record catches in Lake Catawatchee. All of that comes from some of the diversions that have gone on in our state over the last few years. We know there's a lot of competition among the user groups to either stop or continue. But when you look at it, the diversions only mimic what the Mississippi River has done naturally for many years. We have to look at bass fishing to see where bass were maybe 100 years ago, before the levees were really constructed along the Mississippi River, to find out how many freshwater habitats we had and how many have been destroyed since 1927, when the big levee system started in earnest in Louisiana.
Great news for you freshwater anglers in the New Orleans area. City Park's Big Bass Rodeo is April 6th. Now, for you guys who think you're too good for park fishing, get this. A 9-pound bass just set the park record, and Louisiana Wildlife and Fisheries, who manage the park fishery, say any day now the park is likely to give up one even bigger.
It seems to be a really good balance going on right now between the predator-prey relationship between the sunfishes and the bass, and we're getting great fishing reports, and someone just set a new lake record here in the park we're really proud of. Oh, well, we've seen a 9-pounder recently, you know, that set a new lake record, but we expect to see a 10-pounder. We do our annual sampling here in the spring with a electrofishing boat, and we've gotten a couple over 8 pounds and one over 9 pounds recently. So, and we haven't heard too many reports of more 9-pounders or more 9-pounders coming out. So we expect a few of those fish to top 10 pounds possibly this spring.
I'll be the event MC, and I hope to see you there. Our day offshore was nearly perfect. 6 big wahoo and a bunch of Cocodrie exotic. One 265-pound shark was the only negative. The good news is, Steve handled it with style.
Well, we've got a long ride back and a lot of fish to clean, so why don't you wrap this up and take us out of here?
Well, for more information on what we did today and what we do every day, go to BigFishFinder.net. All the inside on what's going on outside in the fishing world.
Inshore and offshore. Special thanks to Captain Tommy Pellegrin, Custom Charters. The information's right there on your screen if you want an outstanding offshore adventure and a lot of fish, a lot of variety of fish too. Give Tommy a call. We also want to thank Andre Boudreau, Boudreau's Marina in Cocodrie, for accommodations and hospitality that was above and beyond anything else you'd expect to come down to Cocodrie and looking for a place to launch your boat or fish or even get a meal. It's got a restaurant up there.
You can't miss it. It's at the end of the road. Highway 56, Boudreau's Marina.
Where it ends, the boat starts. So check it out as well. Hey, really do appreciate you, being with us this weekend. Hope you had as much fun as we did,
Hey, we'll see you next week right here.
Yeah, if we don't see you on the water, hope to see you again next time.
Until then, take a minute to look at BigFishFinder.net. This is a website filled with great fishing information for everyone, and if you become a member, you can find GPS numbers as well as marked maps and detailed information to fishing spots that are active right now. The site is new and continues to grow, but already has a great deal of good information. Before your next fishing trip, give it a try. Thanks again to Captain Tommy Pellegrin of Custom Charters in Cocodrie. Tommy offers both offshore and inshore fishing, and without a doubt knows his waters well. If you're planning to fish the Cocodrie area, make a point to check out Boudreau's Marina at the end of Highway 56. An excellent full-service place with great service.
Well, it really is a unique place.
Yeah, and yesterday, we didn't catch any today, lucky enough, but the king mackerel were here yesterday. Wow. Lucky for us, the wahoo are here today.
I'll take the wahoo.
So, sure. And the big one for the day, you got pictures of it, pushing on the 80-pound mark. So, that's the whole deal, and we had great luck on the wahoo. 6 for 6 is really good, I think, so far in 3 trips. I don't remember exactly, but what was it, 42 or 47 strikes so far on wahoo in 3 trips. So it kind of gives you an idea of the numbers that they have here.
Is that the biggest wahoo you've ever put on the boat?
No.
But what was the biggest wahoo you ever put on the boat?
Some fella caught a 92-pounder on the boat, this exact same spot a few years ago.
Who was that?
And we're not saying who it is, but something about CT and Big Wahoo and this boat.
We love each other.
And definitely gets them.
Breath and sound of granite.